Hello everyone and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. We're in a brand new series where we'll be flying a full aircraft rotation from the start of day till the end of day, broken into 6 parts or 2 full cruise sectors. So let me explain by showing you on Flight Radar 24 exactly what we mean by this. So as you can see here, what we're doing is we're pretending, or we're simulating that we're a Sofia based captain. So we're based in Ryanair Sofia base, which it had as of summer 24, I think 4 based aircraft, although there's obviously other based aircraft that fly in and out. And we're doing one of the Saturday aircraft rotations. So the first sector consists of 4 flights and the second sector of 2 long flights. So basically we start off from Sofia to Skiathos, a short flight, then Skiathos to Sofia, Sofia to London, London Stansted to Sofia. That's the first sector. 2 short flights, 2 rather long flights, and then the second sector in the late crew. So this is the morning crew and this is the late crew. Sofia to Dublin and then Dublin to Sofia. You can kind of see that you can differentiate between the 2 sectors because it's 25-minute turn times. If you say Sofia Skiathos lands at 7:35, goes back out at 8, and then if you take a look here, once it lands from London, lands at 4:10 p.m. and then it's 5 p.m. So it takes about 35 minutes to 45 minutes for the crew to set up on the aircraft, and hence you can tell this is when they do the crew changes. And then you can see the next crew leaves at 5 p.m. and then lands at 12:50 a.m. So obviously this one's longer at 10 hours or 9 hours and 40 minutes. Whereas if you take a look at this equates to approximately just shy of 8 hours, 7 hours and 50 minutes. So obviously the morning crew have essentially 2 more hours of work. So sectors are quite interesting, you know, just the way they work, as you can see here. I think the maximum a sector could be is 12 hours. So anyway folks, that's that. So we are flying on the Ryanair Boeing 737 MAX 8200. This is what the aircraft is operated by. Sometimes it's operated by a Buzz aircraft, sometimes it's always operated by Buzz, because usually Buzz, which is the Polish subsidiary of Ryanair, operates the base aircraft out of Bulgaria. But you know, some of them are in the Ryanair library, some of them are in the Buzz library. We chose to go with the Ryanair library this time because we did this flight before in the Buzz library, although not successfully. So do ignore the Irish registration. It's meant to be a Polish registration, which is Sierra and then P. I forget what P is. Now we have done some tutorials on how to use the autopilot on this, but the 737 MAX is buggy, so this might not work because for some reason when it's sent to avionics, the FEB, it just doesn't work always. So hopefully we don't have that issue, but I can't promise anything. So if you take a look here at our FEB, we can see here this is what we're flying. So we have an easterly departure. This is usually the departure. It's a 6:30 a.m. departure. Off block time is probably about 5 past. I put in 10 past. So we have an easterly departure through these waypoints, all these vectors, and then we have a southerly. No, that's not southerly. That is 01. Secondly, we have a northerly approach onto Skiathos. I want to say that's 01, but it could be 19. I think it's it is 01, yeah. 360, yeah, so the northerly one. Stop that. That was accidental. Okay, great, so that's anyway there. So what we need to do now is, the first thing we need to do is, well, actually let's pull in our seatbelt signs, so no smoking. Okay, great. Once we set up, we'll do our announcements. As you can see, there's always a lot of stuff to set up. So we've sent our flight plan to the avionics. So basically what we can do then is, if you take a look at our legs, we need to remove the discontinuities, and I'm going to get rid of this yoke because otherwise the yoke is kind of in the way. So if we take a look here at next page, route discontinuity. So the way we get rid of this discontinuity is you click on the thing before it and then click on the waypoint like that and then delete. So you just need to delete the discontinuities, otherwise it just won't work. Okay, I don't think did that. Okay, so yeah, so click that, then that, and then execute. So that should have gotten rid of the discontinuities, I think. And then we also won't have no vectors. Great, so that's all good. Okay, so I think that's fine, that's perfect. So we've done that. What airline is that? There's a Bulgaria Air A320, and there's something to our right. Oh, is that my aircraft? Also, I don't know why it's loaded the aircraft like this. It should be loaded on the taxi line. See, the only thing is they advertise there'll be real life traffic on Microsoft Flight 724, but it is for like a certain number of airlines, and everything else is a generic life. And obviously, when Ryanair is like the main airline and it doesn't show up, it just doesn't feel realistic when I see generic aircrafts. But the FSLTL tool, it's just not really fit for Microsoft Flight 724, unfortunately. But anyway, that aside, what we need to do now is we need to do our departure setup. So I did watch a video for this. So what we need to do is initial refs. So basically we can get this stuff from our flight plans. So basically our reserves, if we go to our tab and we go here, where is it here? 6 labs. So if you go click on this 6 and then click on, sorry, what is this doing? I was a bit confused, like where the, okay, so this is the reserves button. So that's how you delete it, right. So that's reserves. So what we do is we click 6 and then execute. Great. So then that's our fuel. Then we need to set up our altitude. So if you go to the next page, our cruising altitude is, oh, so this way we put in our altitude. So our altitude is 35,000 feet. I just checked that off Flight Radar 24, so that's what it was. Although for some reason the sim doesn't like that. Great, and then execute. That's that. And then if you go to the next page, there's like one more two. You need to put in the V1. Okay, great. So that's that. Okay. So then takeoff, climb. So V1 will just put in generic speed. So for V1 it's 130. For V2 it's for like the transition VR, whatever that is, 135, and then V2 is 140, and then execute, and then ATC. I think we need to send this to ATC. Okay, so I think that's it. That's all fine. So now we're all good to go there. So let's contact ATC and let's get out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. Welcome aboard this Ryanair flight operated by Buzz, taking you to Skiathos. Today we'll be departing from the easterly runway of Sofia, runway 09, with a turn to the south before we'll be landing on Skiathos' famous plane spotting runway 01, the northerly runway. Okay.
Sofia ground. Ryanair Foxtrot Romeo 47901 with
apparently it doesn't work if you send to avionics, so that's I've sent to avionics and ATC, so that's why we're doing it this way.
Ryanair Foxtrot Romeo 47901. Taxi 2 and hold short of runway 27 using taxiway Alpha. Contact tower on 120.2 when ready.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway 27 using taxiway Alpha. Ryanair Foxtrot Romeo for 7.
Okay, I think I need to. So already there's an issue here, so I'm gonna try to send this to avionics, but it might not work when I send this to ATC. And this doesn't always work if you do it this way, but look, we'll see. Because that's not what we want, but anyway. Oh, I forgot to put the flaps. Oh, when I say I forgot to put the flaps, I need to put the flaps in on this as well. Okay. get rid of this. So where do they put the flaps again? I can't remember where I put the flaps. I can't remember where they put the flaps, so I'm just gonna ignore that. We're gonna take off for 1109. This might cause some issues with they might not like it, so I'm not sure if the autopilot is gonna work. You don't have to use the heading mode. So that's one thing I need to do is see, I don't really, the problem is there isn't really any tutorials in the game to how to use the autopilots, which would be useful, especially considering it is a bit buggy and it doesn't really operate as true to life always. Look, worst comes we might have to do a manual flight. I just don't have the time to be like, you know, going through this 1,000 times. Like, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Takeoff speed deleted. Our captain, our co-pilot there looks very calm. Cabin crew seats for departure. Yeah, it's a runway incursion because we've gone on without clearance, but look. V2. Great, and once we're at 400 feet, we can
Ryanair Foxtrot Romeo 47901. ATC services terminated. Good day.
Sofia approach. Ryanair Foxtrot Romeo 47901. 2 miles east of Sofia. 2300. Request IFR to Lima Golf Sierra.
okay, this doesn't have my
Ryanair Foxtrot Romeo 47901 is cleared to Lima Golf Sierra Kilo Airport as filed.
this doesn't have my what you call it? It doesn't have my
Ryanair Foxtrot
take
Romeo
my
47901.
take an ATC, so that this is a bit of a
Kilo Airport is filed. Squawk tree 726.
okay.
Ryanair Foxtrot Romeo 47901.
So then what we need is
Radar contact
flight director on.
QNH 101 tree, continue to SF 507 following heading 150. Resume own navigation, climb and maintain flight level tree 60.
Okay. So this isn't working, so what we need to do is try the heading mode.
150. Resume own navigation, climb and maintain flight level tree 60. Ryanair Foxtrot Romeo 47901.
Ryanair
Okay.
Foxtrot Romeo 47901 contact.
Oh my
Sofia Center on
days.
122.75. Good
This
day.
is a bloody nuisance.
122.75. Ryanair Foxtrot Romeo 47901.
This is the annoying thing, like because the other part of the A320 works, but like this default 737 Max is just a bloody nightmare. Like it just doesn't work. Like they follow the tutorials. So this is the problem. Like if you send to avionics, it doesn't work. You can't send it to ATC. It's just extremely buggy. Like it's a really poor plane. It's a bit annoying because obviously Ryanair has this. So like to do this kind of thing, we should be flying this, but it is just a pain and a half. Like there's no other way about it. So like. Anyway, to get to this waypoint, we can try with the heading mode. So the heading mode is meant to work. So if we head to SQP10, that's a heading of 202. So what we need to do here is, if we go to heading select, and let's see if this works. Because apparently if you select heading mode first and then VNAV, it will work.
Flight level 370.
Emirates 84 Heavy, Sofia Center. Radar contact, continue to descend.
See, now it's got this route discontinuity in there. Like, it's not following our heading either. So okay. Is this even doing what it's told? Like, it's doing its own thing. I don't know what heading it's heading at. Vina. So that has to be off.
Easy 2 tree 82 contact Skokie Center on 11.9.375. Good day.
One niner decimal tree 75. Easy 2 tree 82.
Okay, let's see if this works. But now we need to go to the next waypoint, which is a heading of Omino. Is that Omino? What heading is Omino? Heading of 184. Yep, okay, so that works at least. Now if you try VNAV, so if you disengage the heading, and then we try, let's see if that works. Nope. Let's see if this one works. So heading is off. Approach mode, we don't want that. Level change mode, we don't want that. So we need to use the headings instead. So let's go back to heading mode and let's put our course to
Ryanair Foxtrot Romeo
184.
791. Please expedite your climb flight level 360.
Okay, so at least we figured out that, and then obviously we need to keep expediting this. Why is this not climbing? That's my other question. So like we figured out the navigation now. But like now what we're trying to figure out is why this bloody thing won't climb. I have to request clearance. Okay. Like this isn't climbing. So now what I need to do is I need to figure out why this isn't climbing.
Romeo 47901. Please expedite your climb flight level tree 60.
Okay, there we go. That's worked, I think. Like, this needs to be 35,000 feet. Okay. And then what I want is auto throttle on. Where's the I thought I lifted the flaps. So I think the issue there was my flaps were on it. I thought I disengaged them. Okay, so we're now past Omino, and we need to go to Nikki. So Nikki is a heading of 142.
47901. Please expedite your climb flight level tree 60.
So like, I mean, okay, so we're making progress with the other pilot anyway. Yeah, so I don't know if this is climbing. Okay, great. Okay, great. So there she is.
Ryanair Foxtrot Romeo 47901. Please expedite your climb flight level tree 60.
I'm trying to expedite it, but like, why is this not climbing any higher?
Sofia Center, Wizz Air 4452, flight level 280.
This is what I don't get.
Wizz Air 4452, Sofia Center. Radar contact. Continue to descend.
Like, so as you can see here, I've set like the heading thing's working, but it's, I don't want vertical speed mode. Don't go past that, okay.
Ryanair Foxtrot Romeo 47901. Please expedite your climb flight level tree 60.
I don't get it. It's obviously not liking something
Sofia
here.
Center, Easy 25904, flight level tree 60.
I'm telling it to go up.
25904, Sofia Center. Radar contact. Continue to descend.
Altitude, like this is the altitude. Like, okay.
Sofia Center, Easy 2854, flight level tree 40.
Okay, like, I mean, I don't really know what's going on here.
Wizz Air 4452. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect ILS Zulu runway 27 approach via Rubiv transition. Clear to Rubiv.
I really prefer the Airbus aircraft, they're a lot simpler, they're a lot more
Sofia
intuitive.
Center. Radar contact. Continue to descend. Ryanair Foxtrot Romeo 47901. Please expedite your climb flight level tree 60.
Okay. What has happened here? Has that worked?
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect ILS Zulu runway 27 approach via Rubiv transition. Clear to Rubiv. Wizz Air 4452.
Okay. I think it was the level change when we had to activate.
Contact Sofia Tower on 120
There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking with an update. We'll be landing in approximately 25 minutes from now. Oh yeah, seatbelt sign. Let's turn that off.
Tower on 120.2. Wizz Air 4452.
The skies are so empty. The thing is, I was so focused on flying, I didn't actually get to enjoy the views of the city. airspeed is also kind of low. Where are we? It also just does not feel like we're making progress. What are all these circles there? Okay, so let's take a look now at some of the views. External. Not really a big fan of the external views on the 737 Max. Like, they need to include some better window ones. Like, you know, fine with the global one is. This is a showcase. Like the A320 has some good ones. This one doesn't. Like, there should be a window view that's like, oh yeah, I'm a passenger. Like the closest one is this, but like this is way too close up.
119.375, easy to 854.
My settings. They should be on high, but I feel like they've reduced them again. Graphics. I don't know. Traffic. Oh, I think this is meant to be off. That's why it's not bloody working properly. See, the only thing with Microsoft Flight Simulator is every time it updates, it just decides to like override your settings. I'm like, just stop. I don't play this game that much to know what my bloody settings are. But anyway, let's not worry about that now.
Sofia Center, Chanix Niner Tree 8, flight level tree 40.
Chanix Niner Tree 8, Sofia Center, radar contact, continue to descend.
So, what aircraft is that? It's kind of cool, like all these tablets. Like obviously, they've replaced the paper choice. So, next waypoint after that is Okim. Okim is a heading of 200. It's kind of modified now. Like, there isn't much happening, but yeah. So basically, this will be the first sector. Like, there was an aircraft for a second. So like, it is like quite a long work day, because like I always thought like these kind of like Sofia to London, like GR flights would be one sector, like there and back, but they squeeze. And obviously, this flight's only 45 minutes long. It's quite a short flight. I'd imagine it's more junior, with like the more senior team pilots will be. And generally in aviation, how it works is like the more senior the pilot is, the less like takeoffs and landings they do. So they do like they prefer longer routes. The airline will prefer shorter routes because you get more revenue. Because obviously, like one long route, that aircraft is doing less than 2 or 3 short routes, which basically means you're selling less seats. So like in terms of yields, like longer routes tend to be harder to do. You know, get decent yields on.
Foxtrot Romeo 479er, 1 contact Athens Center on 1 tree 5.875. Good day.
What's this course for?
Going to 1 tree 5.875. Ryanair Foxtrot Romeo 479er 1. Athens Center, Ryanair Foxtrot Romeo.
See, the other thing is, I don't really know when to turn. Oh, okay, this is telling me when to turn, so I need to kind of turn now.
Ryanair Foxtrot Romeo 479er 1. Athens Center, radar contact, continue to NICD.
I don't know if that's right. See, like when you're using it, like the heading thing is like not gonna make my life easy. Another aircraft. That's pretty
Wizz Air
decent.
Malta 2974. Maintain present altitude.
We also need to start descending at some point. Do I need to contact the center myself?
Maintain present altitude. Wizz Air Malta 2974.
Oh, look at that.
Chanex
That's pretty
1008.
neat.
Maintain present altitude. AGN 591. Maintain present altitude.
I think I might just disable the FSLTL and just enable the default Microsoft Flight Simulator traffic. Because, like, I don't know, sometimes it does decent stuff, but I don't know, it's just like, it's not playing around with settings and, like, they're both kind of broken. Okay, there's an aircraft there above us. So I'm trying to take a screenshot of the windows. You can't see that because I have my game capture on.
122.75. Good day.
I've actually flown this flight in real life. If you want to check out that video, make sure to check that video out. We have the full trip report, Sofia the Skiathos. And actually, an interesting thing about this route is that I will also be doing next week the final leg. So I've done the first leg of the route of the aircraft rotation. So like the aircraft sector, I've done the first leg of that sector, which is Sofia the Skiathos. And next week I'll be doing the last leg of the sector, which is Dublin to Sofia, which is the 6th flight of the day. So yeah, it's quite interesting, isn't it? Because I never realised it, but like it is always kind of like interesting. Like, oh yeah, you can get the same like you can travel that kind of sector, and yeah, for the nerds kind of thing. Okay, so folks, we're making some progress with the autopilot. I think the only thing is I need to adjust my heading somewhere here to Viva, and Viva is a heading of 192. Okay. I don't know when we're going to start descending as well, but I feel like we want to basically the moment we ascend, we want to start descending again. Let's look at our FSLTL2, what's loading in. Like, Skiathos is going to be fairly bare bones. It is still early in the morning. I don't even know what that departure time was. Like, as in what time our actual departure time. $4,000 feet. It's not even early to be descending. Descent to what? Descent to 4,000 feet. So this is it here. Indigo Bravo, Indigo Delta, Indigo 1 Sierra, 1 Charlie. I think that's too early to get 4,000 feet. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to look at this through the flight radar. I'm just going to do the altitudes that way because air traffic control is another thing in this game that's a flippin' nuisance. Like, it actually drives me mad how useless it is at doing the calculations. Like, it's not that difficult to get the bloody maths right in this. So anyway, my million rant over. Another interesting thing is even though this is a sphere-based aircraft, the return flight is 4790, whereas this is 4791. Usually, if it's a based aircraft,
Chanex 984 contacts.
like, you know, the larger numbers the return flights to the base.
Good day.
So we're flying over to Saloniki, so yeah, get to 33,000 feet. 6,000 feet at that waypoint, 6,000, and it's 3,000 feet as we intersect that, yeah, so.
Chanex 984.
But I just looked at the flight radar. Probably actually should have shown that.
Chanex 124 contact Sofia Center on 122.75.
Wait, what the hell am I? Where's my aircraft? Where is me?
122.75.
Oh crap, I was like, where am I? So actually, I'll just show you guys here. So basically, take a look here. So 27th of September, Sofia Skiathos. So you can kind of see our flight plan is exactly is come on. Fine. This thing is basically identical. It's literally this almost the same. So as you can see here, that's BD is somewhere there. So we're at like 33,000 feet there. So like you start descending, you get to 9,000 feet, 8,000 feet. Pretty much like that. Look, I already looked at this, so I'm not gonna look at this again. But basically, what we need to do now is just as we reach 35,000 feet, we start descending. So I think I'll be very. I want to get about. Why has the airspeed slowed down? I didn't tell you to slow down the airspeed. Great. We're 35,000 feet and now we need to start descending. Okay, great. So now let's set this to 29.
Ryanair 2116. Climb and maintain 13,000.
Okay, so that's how you do the levels. It's like the level. That's how you do the like the altitudes of the level change. Look at that, especially nice scenery there. Like, it's a pretty nice flight. Like, when I filmed the full flight. If you want to check that out, I know I did plug that video. But like, it is really like scenic. Like, you know, all the like islands, and Greece is just a stunning city. City, country. As is Bulgaria, to be fair. Like, lots of just really nice scenery. Hopefully that will increase our airspeed a bit as well. Now the runway is apparently only 700 meters according to someone who commented on YouTube, so it is quite a short runway. Yeah, so you basically need to use full brakes, reverse thrust, and spoilers. You're just sitting there living life. You're basically going to continue to descend anyway. I don't think that like auto throttle though. Just leave auto throttle on. It won't do what I tell it to do anyway. It just means it's taking us ages to bloody get there. It's over the 40 minutes this video. Wow, like that's I don't know exactly when it took off, to be honest, but it's starting to feel like a while away.
Ryanair 2116. Contact Macedonia approach on 120.8. Good day.
Look at the contours, very bad for the environment, really swallow vapor, and all sorts of other stuff. There's no boats in the sea.
120.8, Ryanair 2116.
Yeah, so obviously for the longer flights I'm not going to be commenting the whole time because it's a bloody 3-hour flight, 2-hour flight. And it looks like I might have to just use the heading thing because the heading thing works if VNAV doesn't, which basically means I have to monitor it a bit more than if I was just doing VNAV, but like I can just watch something in the background. And I just comment at the start and the end, like who's actually going to watch the full thing. If I was really forced, I'd like edit these into time lapse to speed things up, but look, I'm not made of time, so we'll just have to make do. My phone's charging, put it to charge like it was the one after charge, and that's how slow things go. So after Vivia we are going to Ibidi, and at Ibidi our heading is 168. Okay, so heading is 168. Okay, so one nice thing is like if you have the tablet over like the ACCs, you kind of know in advance what headings you need to go. So
Ryanair 2116 is at 6,500 climbing 13,000.
you know, so like it's all missed
Ryanair
approach.
2116.
I'm not missing any
Admin Center,
approach.
QNH 101 tree. Radar contact. Continue to link it.
It's really like handy, like we have all the details here. And then SQP is 154, now obviously the one way you've been heading of 010. Well, it's between 010 and 014. 007. There you go. So it's basically within 30 of like true. Well, it's within 70 of true north, but 30 within like 010 bearing. We need to start descending faster, to be honest. We need to be at 6,000 feet by the time I reach Ibidi. And well, not Ibidi, but so I need to be at 6,000 feet by the time I reach here. So we'll see how this progresses, but yeah, we might need to get some speed brakes. I just don't want to put them just yet because I don't want to get there as soon as possible. But yeah, as you can see, like it's quite a while before you get to this. Like you'll start planning to descend quite a while in advance. Also, the other thing is like if you try to set this up, it suggests like a cruising altitude of 15,000 feet, which is a bloody joke. Like sometimes I don't know what this game is on when it gets its like suggestions. It doesn't look like we're flying the most accurate, like we're a bit off course. So basically, if I was to read this, this is where we are, and we should be at I don't know. Yeah, we definitely need to start descending quicker. this is when the point. I always see like the speed brakes, especially Aer Lingus, like they always have the speed brakes. I'm like, yep, this is like someone like me flying that's just like completely messed up the approach, and is a bit. I don't know, probably not like.
Sun Express 825.
I don't know, but it's probably obviously like I like obviously sometimes you need speed brakes. Like look, I'm not a pilot by any definition, so I really can't comment on I want this to fly or not. I feel like this bank angle is quite high, but I wonder it's 30 degrees, which is quite high, yeah. So after Ibidi we need to go to what's this? I can't even see what that is. What the hell is that? Ah, you must be joking me. You have to make this bloody thing legible. Why is this broken now? Okay, what do we have plan B? It's ISKP. So at ISKP we need a heading of
Ryanair Foxtrot, Romeo.
oh, so it's SKP
1, contact approach on 126.05. Good day. 126.05. Ryanair Foxtrot Romeo for 7901.
oh. When did I get to 11,000 feet? I did not realize. Oh my god, this is that went down very quickly. I swear it was on 20,000 feet like a minute ago. There you go. Well, anyway, I need to get to 6,000 feet.
1755. Maintain present altitude.
Probably a bit of speed brake doesn't hurt.
Maintain present altitude. Viking 1755.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be landing in 10 minutes. Please prepare for landing. Thank you for traveling with Ryanair.
Climb and maintain flight. Level tree 0. Aegean 82 tree.
Yeah, so I think that's the hack of how to do a fast flight, is go up very high and then go down very quickly with...
Ryanair 2567. Climb and maintain 5,000.
No, the approach mode and the landing is definitely not going to work. I don't know how to do ILS stuff. I didn't even get to that far of the video, so we are just going to do a manual landing. So after ISKP, we have SKP 02, which is a heading of 202, 202, 313, and then 007. Oh.
Approach Ryanair Foxtrot Romeo for 7901 is at 7,400, descending 4,000 by the IBID. 1 Charlie arrival. Ryanair Foxtrot Romeo for 7901, approach QNH 1013. Radar contact, continue to Sierra Kilo Papa.
This is my first time using the autopilot on this 737 Max. It's kind of weird. It's almost kind of, it is kind of fun flying with it. Like just like the headings, like you have to monitor it. Like just for a second, that was me. I was like, what the hell is that aircraft doing? So now what we need to do is just start working on flaps.
Ryanair Foxtrot Romeo for 7901. Descend and maintain 3100. Keep speed not above 185 knots. Descend and maintain 3100. Keep speed not above 185 knots. Ryanair Foxtrot Romeo 47901.
Great. Oh, where's my approach mode? Where's my approach mode? My approach mode is not working. Oh my days, my approach mode is not working. This is a disaster. And I need 313. Oh, and my seatbelt sign was meant to be back on at 10,000 feet. Yeah, that's definitely not going to plan. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I think I might just have to disengage the other pilot. We're not intersecting this in the right place.
Ryanair Foxtrot Romeo 47901. Contact tower on 122.1. When inbound on the approach. Tower on 122.1. Ryanair Foxtrot Romeo.
What is my aircraft doing? It's completely gone the wrong way.
47901. 10 miles south. Inbound NDB DME runway 1 approach.
Ryanair Foxtrot Romeo 47901. Tower QNH 101 tree. Cleared NDB DME runway 1 approach.
This is gonna have to be my. This is gonna have to be me flying this myself.
DME runway 1 approach.
I don't know where the runway is. Yeah, look, folks, I don't know what's. Oh Jesus Christ!
Ryanair Foxtrot Romeo 47901.
Disaster! Disaster!
Land runway 1.
2500.
Clear to land runway 1. Ryanair Foxtrot Romeo 47901.
Why is my gear? Why is this not going down? Why is my gear not coming down? What the hell? What the hell is going on here? For flip's sake. Okay, folks, I think I need to do obviously we need to do a go around. That's pretty annoying.
1000.
I don't know, like I feel like some of my other pilot stuff is still on. I hate this aircraft. I bloody like. I've never been a fan of Boeing, but like I bloody hate this aircraft. Like it's an actual flipping nuisance. Like it just does my head in. Like I hate this aircraft with a passion. It's horrendous to fly. The other pilot is useless. No fly. Like I don't even know. I really hate this aircraft.
Ryanair Foxtrot Romeo 47901 is going missed.
I want to sleep now.
Foxtrot Romeo 479er, 1 contact approach on 126.05. Good day.
126.05 for Ryanair Foxtrot Romeo for 7901.
Oh yeah, at some point I'll try to figure out how to fly this plane, but I think realistically it's just going to be autopilot and then just fly it manually for landing. This simulator also just have issues in general. I don't know the speeds of flaps things, 210 and 0 this you can lift them at. Where's the replay tool of this? Okay, I think. Okay, that's what. So the gear wasn't going. I think the gear wouldn't go down because we're flying too fast the last time. We're obviously not doing this approach properly. I don't need someone commenting to tell me that. This is why they usually leave the autopilot to do the flying and not the humans, because they saw they were nearly stalled. I don't know why it does that. Like, I was like, is that the MCAS? The system they never told pilots about. Wow, this face take ended up being quite long. Luckily, it's a very short taxi now. Alright, then we have an instant replay. I hope that will work. And we can look at different views. This is a, I think this is a strictly VF. Actually, this is a VFR approach. Sorry, there is no ILS on this runway. That's why that was also not going to work. I forgot. Yeah, this is a strictly VFR runway. So it's definitely one for the more experienced pilots. Take a look at. We're too high at the moment, apparently. Doesn't feel like we're too high, but we're too high. Now we're perfectly. No, we're still too high. I can't tell if there's 2 or 3 lights. It's very hard to see from here. No, I think now our altitude is perfect now.
500.
I miss Skiathos. It was such a cool place.
400.
Let's look at the graphics. Volume too low now.
300.
Where are the boats?
200.
Oh my god.
Approaching minimums. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
So I don't know what was up with my graphics there. It was shocking. Like, absolutely shocking. Okay. Seems like that's all fine. We've stopped. Also, the other end of the sun really is on the hill, so if you overrun it, you literally just fall into the beach. Why is this not moving? Don't know what's going on there. Landing wasn't too bad to be fair on the second attempt. It's on the hill. So I don't know what stand we're going to do. I'll just go to the stand close to the terminal. They actually use busing for here. Yeah, actually this is where you go. This is where they park up. I don't go here because there's an aircraft in that stand. But yeah, they do use busing even though the terminal's literally across the road there. I think it was like a 10-second bus journey. And it's operated by Fraport, which is a German airport concessionaire. They run obviously based off in Frankfurt. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Skiathos, where the local time is, I don't know what the local time is, to be honest. And there's only push back. There's nothing else. Okay. So apparently there's no other services apart from pushback. Interesting. There's no, where's my, there's no other ground services. So folks, this is Skiathos. And let me turn off the engines. Right, so let me just double check. There's nothing there. Yep, that's it. So folks, thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe for the next part of this video. I would say that was a somewhat of a success. I wonder if I can save this situation because I want to continue from here. But you can't save the flights, which is strange. So like, I wonder if I want to continue this. So I can't save this. So you'd have to continue this. So we don't remember what stand we're at. We're at the stand, presumably 3. And let's go to our FCR thing, and let's go to our replay. And let's watch.
47901, 2 miles south of Lima Golf, Sierra Kilo. 500, request IFR to Lima Golf, Sierra Kilo. Ready to copy. Ryanair Foxtrot Romeo 47901 is cleared to Lima Golf, Sierra Kilo Airport as filed. Squad Tree 7.
I don't need to replay the bloody air traffic control.
Ryanair Foxtrot Romeo 47901 cleared to Lima Golf, Sierra.
Yeah, like this is like how low they get in real life. It is unreal. Like it's one of the most, it's the coolest spots ever. There's a plane spotting bar there. Obviously went a bit high, and then look at that.
Read back correct. Radar contact 100. QNH 101 Continue to Sierra Kilo Charlie following heading 005. Resume on navigation. Climb and maintain.
Oh, the spoilers and the reverse thrust. They put those bloody things on. Why are you not simulating them? I really like to think that's actually a very decent landing. And if we go back, and if we go to our camera views, and if we go to showcase, go to fixed camera, what I want to do is I want to go back a bit, because this is essentially what you would have seen from, this is what you would have seen from my video when I did this trip report, which I'm plugging again for the third or fourth time, but this is exactly the same view, so just curious to see that here, although it would have been further back because Ryanair chose obscene money to sit in the front. Which doesn't always make sense, because if there's two exits, like the back is equally as quick to get out of as the front. The front is just better for videos.
Cleared to Lima Golf, Sierra Kilo Airport is filed. Squad Tree 726. Ryanair Foxtrot Room. Continue to Sierra Kilo Charlie following heading 010. Resume all navigation. Climb and maintain flight level 360.
This is the part when I, yeah, it shows me back.
Ryanair Foxtrot Romeo 47901. Cleared IBID.
Okay folks, anyway, I think you get the point. So that's kind of a landing at all the angles.
Runway 1 approach by Sierra Kilo Papa transition.
We'll take a quick look at the taxi, which was also fairly decent, but once you have a flight stick, it's actually fairly easy enough to do. What's this going to do? Oh, that's even one of the replays. I don't think it speeds it up, but
Ryanair Foxtrot Romeo 47901. Did you hear my last transmission?
this is what I mean. Like, this is one thing. Like, this edition 2020, Microsoft found similar to 2020 that haven't fixed in 2024 is that, and by that side, next one will be 2028, every leap year, is that air traffic control should not be tripping when I'm doing a replay and someone's in my stand. That is what happens. When does GA aircraft get into my stand? Oh no, I was going to say it's like it stopped just far enough for us not to be there. But anyway folks, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below if you want to support the channel. You can always do so by donating and or subscribing to the free option. That is it for now. Until next time. Bye for now.